Hello, hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm super excited to be here with you today. I've missed you all very much. I'm back again, and I'm excited that you're here watching with me. And I'm super happy that each and every one of you, well, not every one of you, but quite a few of you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you for doing so and for commenting and liking. I love all of that. Just makes my day. So if you decide after you watch this video that you like it, please hit the like. It would really help my channel so much. And I appreciate you. Okay, so today we're just going to craft. It's a crafty day. No particular one. Decided to do a midweek craft. I've been trying to get this video done for 3 days. So let's try today. Anyway, before we get going, as you know, I like to show you what, we finished on our last video on Saturday. I made this tall, something I created, this very tall file folder pocket with very tall tags. And so I thought I would show you how it came out. This is today's project. Pretty, right? So I'm just going to kind of move it off to the side a little bit. But here she is. I've added a tail to this. And I've added these tall, beautiful cards, and I was able to finish all of the cards, and I did quite a bit of stickles on them just to add a little bling bling and put some goodies, put a tab on them. These are very writable. And then, I did put the paper clips back on there. And then we finished this one, I think, in the video, but I have added, again, all of the bling bling, right? So we have that one, and then we have, this one is done, and then I have some littler things tucked down inside as surprises for the person that decides they like this. So I've again added stickles to it. I've added a beautiful rose and a flower, and added some sayings. Did a lot of little, I don't think you could see that. I don't think you can. Detail work. Oh, there you go. And then, of course, another tab to the top. And so this is loaded with 3 tall tags, and then it has some bits and pieces inside that I've added to it. So you kind of have to dig down in there, but I wanted to share the finished tall cards with you. Let's get them back in there. And I purposely have left them tall, where they kind of stick out. So, and I'm folding that lace back just a bit so it doesn't get damaged in that middle, because that doesn't have the big accordion on it like these others. And yeah, see, there's some other stuff in there, but I'm not going to show you what it is. It's a surprise. So if you're interested in this piece, please let Jolene know right away that you are interested in it. And she will either get you a special Etsy listing, or she will, let me sit down, guys. I'm standing up doing this, and my legs are cranking at me today. It rained last night. Oh my goodness, shocking it rained last night. And well, early this morning, actually about 6 a.m. we got thunder and lightning. Oh my goodness. So we had a little, but it's very, goodness guys, it's very overcast today. So you know what, I'll put this back in here when my hands decide they want to do their job. They're being very cranky today and not wanting to do what I want them to do. So let me move that aside. So I do have that available. So let Jolie know anyway that you're interested. If not, you can wait for it to go into the shop, which hopefully will happen very soon. But you can reserve it and tell them you want a special listing. She'll give you the price and all that good stuff. So we've talked many times about that. When I talk about our shop, this is Design Journal and Supply. There's where we are on Etsy. Etsy is very difficult. So if you go to the video that you're watching here and you look underneath the video, you see a little V or you see the word more, you tap on that, a box will open up or drop down, and you'll see a direct link to Design Journal and Supply. Okay, so when I talk about our shop, that's it. And I'm going to use some things that are in our shop, which are these fabulous paper bags. Now we have them in, I think, red polka dot, stripes, and dots, maybe? I can't remember. But anyway, there's a number of, whoops, my projects are falling out. And then we also have the gold in all of these beautiful prints. We have the gold bags. So going to be using these paper bags today. We do carry them in the shop. Going to be using doilies. We don't have these doilies, but we do have a lot of doilies in the shop. So you can find all kinds of doilies over there as well in different sizes, but not these because these are vintage. So, but if you need doilies and you don't have any, you want white and you want to do some stuff with them. What I will give credit where credit is due. Crafty Cat did a paper bag. You know, you've seen me do a lot with these bags over the years. You've seen me use napkins on them, and you've seen me use vellum on them, and everything. So anyway, Amy was working on one the other day that she had borrowed from Pinterest, and she was making her version. So now I'm going to make my version because she inspired me to go back to something I have done before, but maybe do it in a little different way, right? So I won't be doing exactly what Amy did, but you know, I am jumping off from her creativity here. So we're going to do a little paper bag pockets. Ooh, I know I forgot something. I was like, what else do I need? I've been running around the studio trying to grab stuff so I could do this video. And I just realized I need some cardstock. And I'm hoping to have a piece in here I can use. Darn. Come on. I have some 110-pound cardstock, and I was hoping I do. I have some in here. I think this is either the 65 or the 110. You can use whatever you want. But I want to do these. We're going to need this too. So, all right. Now I think I got everything. So you're going to need a paper bag. I'm going to use, which Amy did too. She used some, what do you call it? Music paper. I've got a bunch of Christmas music paper, which I'm going to use. And then that's where our similarity will end, is right there. I like to use at Christmas. My base is always Christmas music paper because I love Christmas music paper. And I have, where are my scraps? Oh, there they are in the beginning. Now your friend's a goofball. Okay, let's put this back in here. Here it is. It's right in front of me. I don't know why I went to the big pieces. I'm a strange girl sometimes. I wanted to see what I had here, I guess. I don't really want bright white, but maybe we'll use one of these. We could. Yeah, I'm going to save that for a different one. Okay, so let me just use these. Or if you have music books, which I do, I have the real music paper, which I thought I had some actually in here from the music books. I always get music books at Christmas. I buy them from my friend music books. And I'm going to see if I happen to have one handy. No, it's a Christmas book and paper. No, I don't. You know, I got a ton of those. I really got to go find my music books and rip out a bunch of pages and just have them available. I thought I did. Let me double check one thing. I tried to be ready, guys. I swear I did. But, you know, sometimes, no matter how much you prep, it's, well, because all of a sudden I've decided I want something different, right? Don't I do that? I do that. I start with something and then I go, oh, I'd rather have that instead. I'd rather have the real thing, but that's okay. After the video, though, I will go look for my music paper. Sorry, I bumped my head there. So we're going to start, first of all, you know, I work mainly in the vintage realm. So I am going to take I want an image too. Pick out an image and some music. Or whatever you have. You can use book page. Maybe if you have some old Christmas books and you want to storybooks that are old and falling apart, or that you found at a thrift store or something, you know, then I'm going to get some vintage photo. Yeah, I don't need those, I don't think. And so you'll notice I'm all Christmassy today. I decided to dress for the occasion. Yeah, I went to Amazon and got myself a sweater, Christmas sweater. I'm looking just for a piece of paper I can use to make a mess on, right? I'll just use that. This is all the stuff that gets cut up or bent up in the printer. I just want to add a little age to this. Not a lot, just a little. And I usually get one of these big brushes to do that with. And I always tap it off over here to get rid of the, so I don't get a big old circle. Okay, so we just took that white down. You'll notice the difference. Just gave it a little bit of age. And I know we're going to need that again, so I'll put these off to the side because I know I'm not done with those. Put that over there. All right, and then I want to take some paper. And how big do I want it? I think I'm gonna take that off and maybe use that for something else. I don't want any edges. So how is everybody? Are you all good? Just realized I hadn't asked you. I hope everybody's good. We're hanging in over here as best we can. Hubby went and helped my, that's not going to cut on that slinky paper under there. Went and helped my daughter unload a cord of wood and put it in her, back in her yard. So she has wood for the winter. So my hubby and the girls did that over the weekend. So he was a little sore that night. Pretty tired yesterday. I mean, you know, he's not a spring chicken anymore. So yeah, I think he felt that a bit. We all like to think we can do everything, but we quickly find, maybe not. I'm thinking right about here, maybe. Okay. And now I'm definitely going to ink it because you know I will. I don't like that. Okay. And we're going to make some paper bag ephemera. Now this paper bag, so you know for measurements, is 5 by, from the very tip, 5 by 7. 7 this way from here to here, and 5 from here to here. Now, you don't have to do this in Christmas. So whatever paper you have, however grungy you want to use, whatever you want to do is fine. You know, do your thing, right? That might be a bit wide. I'm wondering. Maybe not. Maybe it's okay. It's okay. And because this bag is a bit shiny, I am going to use my Fabri-Tac because I want it to stick. Pull that down. I don't know why I'm working way up there. What is up with that? Stretching my arms to the max. Okay, I'm really excited about doing some videos for you guys. I'm trying to do, my goal is a Wednesday and a Saturday now, twice a week. And so instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is when I used to do it, I'm looking at, you know, I want to put this image here, but I want something else, and that's too flat. So what I want to do is I want to use a doily. And what I'd like to do is use a bit of a doily, maybe. This is a vintage coffee dyed, vintage coffee dyed doily. And I was thinking I would put some of it on here. I'm not going to use all of that. It's a big doily. But I knew I was going to make more than one of these. I hope to make more than one of these. Maybe not. We'll see if I can get it together. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. All right, I'm going to put that off just a little bit. And I want to... I don't want the white edges. This has been coffee dyed. Okay. Yeah, There we go. That's what I want. So let's get this glued on. And I think I will use some, although I remember this seeps through these coffee dyed ones and makes, you could see the lines, and it doesn't necessarily go away. So I'll use my Fabri-Tac on this because I don't want it to show. It's normally fine. There we go. So if you're doing this with me, then I want to put her there, but I also want something else under her. So I have my beautiful, and we carry all of these sparkly net stuff in our shop. So if you need any of it, we've got it. All kinds of sparkle net, all this beautiful sparkle net we carry in our shop. So go look. It's in all kinds of colors. We have the snow. We have the net. I want to use the net today. This is my under Laurette's favorite. This is my favorite one ever. I use it all the time. I don't need quite so much of it though. And you know I use all the bits too, so it's like I don't waste anything. What have you guys been up to? Anything new and exciting? I have nothing new and exciting. I did get to talk to my son over the weekend for a really long time on Sunday. We had a wonderful chat. And my oldest grandson just turned 13 today. So he is, oh my gosh, he's a teenager. So they have him from 13 to 2 or 3. I forget how old my youngest grandson is. Yeah, so Parker is 13 and Cole is, I believe, 3. There's a 10-year span between them. Because we had some surprise babies there. So, yeah. But anyway, he's a good big brother. Fabulous actor. He's just in a production and he did really well. Yeah, I think he's going to end up being an actor when he grows up. He says no, but I don't know. He's very adaptable. He's like a chameleon. He can kind of play any part, which is very cool. And he's actually in a production theater that's adult. And he's actually snagged roles from people with more, supposedly more experience than him. So I'm pretty proud of him. He also has a thing for building rockets. He's like extremely intelligent, he's also very, very creative, very artistic, very creative. So, and he's into robotics and, oh my goodness, I'm very proud of this grandson of mine. He's my oldest grandson. Not my oldest granddaughter is Samantha, but yes, I'm very proud of him. I actually, to see if I can find the video of him acting. I need to go watch it. I saw the pictures, but I don't know if Mom and Dad put that video up for me to watch. Because I think my hubby had to stay home and babysit the little one while the big kids were doing their thing. Because I believe all 3 of my grandchildren, or at least 2 of the 3 of my grandchildren were in that production. So, and another of my granddaughters, she likes to sing, so she's taking singing lessons, and she had a big, I got to see her sing on video. So I think I'm gonna use one of these tickets. I don't use these very often. These tickets are studio, I want to say Vintage Studio 717, if I'm not mistaken. It's just great stuff. I love her work. I've bought a lot of her work over the years. I have her Christmas stuff. Let's see, what is she? She's Vintage Studio 717, yes. I bought this clear back in 21, so it shows you how long I've been buying her goodies. Right when she started out, Gail Augustinelli introduced her and to us, and I fell in love with her work, and I've been buying, I started buying it right away. She did take a break for a while. She's a very good graphic artist. So, little trick, if you want to make tickets, use your hole punch to punch out the corners, and they will be authentic looking, like a real ticket. Okay. I decided I wanted some green, a little flat, right? And then, so I have my pouches of the sparklies, and then I have my pouches of the mesh, snow mesh, and then the sparkle stuff. So we have both in the shop, loaded up and ready to go for Christmas. There's fall too, if you're into fall. And then we have the regular everyday colors. We've got burgundy and red and blue, and not everything's Christmas. Not everything's fall. You just, whatever you need for your projects. I think I might, I don't know if I want to put it over or under or where I want to put that. Maybe, kind of like it right there. Maybe over. Just a little bit right there. Just for a little something, something. Let's use this. Although, well, it should, this works on fabric and it works on glitter, and I just unclog this. But it's cool today. We had overnight we had a 20-degree drop, which is driving me crazy. My sinuses are going absolutely berserk. No amount of sinus medicine is going to work on this rapid changes of weather overnight. Oh, goodness. You go to bed, it's 80-something. You get up and it's 60-something for the day. Okay, I want to put something up here. I think I'd like to use my trims. I'm actually thinking, I see some green here and here. Maybe we'll put a green trim up there. We'll make this heavy red and green. What do we think? I have the wider stuff too, but I just want a little narrow bit. I just want a narrow bit. I was thinking from here to here would be pretty. What do we think? Do we like that? I don't think red, I think it'd be too much in red. I don't have another green. That's the only green I have. The next size up is, I think, too wide because I don't want a huge wide thing going. Let me grab my pinking shears are great for this. Keeps it from unraveling and getting all fuzzy. All fuzzy wuzzy. Yeah, I think it'll still do it a little bit. Certainly, you can use a lighter on the end of these kind of things, but I would never in my wildest dreams do that, just because I'll probably set my room on fire. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. No, no, no. No. No, let's not pretend we didn't. I decided instead of trying to get it onto the ribbon, I just put it on the paper. All right. And then I wouldn't mind something sparkly on there. Now, I have all these little gems, and I got these from Tim Holtz. Yes. I was thinking something like this. I want oh, that's a littler one. I didn't realize there was more than one size in here. Maybe we could go 1, 2, 3. I like that. I mean, I have baubles too. I could do dots, and if I don't want to do those, I could do gold. I could do little gold baubles instead. I've got these in multiple sizes as well. Well, and I have these also. Do I want the stars or do I want the gold? Well, see, she's got a star in her hand. I know there's silver. Oh, what if we did? hold on. What if we try this? What if we put a star, a bauble, and a star? Tim calls them baubles. I know I quote Tim Holtz a lot because I've been taking his classes. I took his, it was his Halloween class on last Friday. He did a Halloween curio cabinet. I did the Christmas version. I was going to show it today, but I don't have it done. So when I get it finished, I've been trying to finish it. Because I was using something different than they were, I had to scramble. And it was a fast-paced class. It was 4 hours long. So basically, I did all the same things they did, but instead of using Halloween embellishments and elements, I used Christmas. So, but to fill the curio, because we made the outside of the curio cabinet using one of his boxes, and then we decorated the outside, which I did with them, and they used Halloween embellishment images, and I used Christmas. But I did all at the same time as he did. I did everything he did, just different, made it my style, right? And so, oh, that looks cool. What do you guys think? Let me hold this up. Oh, that looks good. I might want to put what's the word? A label or words. Let me grab I didn't know. Let me grab my words. Here we go. It's right behind me. I just stood up to stretch the legs a little. Let me get some water. Okay. I shouldn't be working on this. This is card I need to use. I might want to use some words on here. Well, not that one. Well, wait. I mean, I could put like a word right here. This one says a Christmas dream. I was thinking maybe right here we could put a Christmas dream. But I feel like that needs something behind it. I don't know if I have any cardstock scrap. I have a lot of scrap at my feet here, so I'm looking. What do I have that would look good? Oh, yeah. Oh, this might be the wrong green now. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm dropping everything. Trying to pick up too many things. Where'd it go? The scrap I was digging for just disappeared. All right, here's one. Oh, there's a scrap. And there's a scrap. But I think this is the wrong color. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, because what I was thinking was putting it on either a red or a green and putting it on there. Maybe we could. Sorry, guys. I am going to sniffle a little bit. I'm trying really hard not to, but this change in weather is killer. Let me do this. Oh, before I even do that, let me do this. I'll re-glue it in a minute. No, I don't like it on the red. It's too flat. I guess I'll do the green. No, that's okay. You know I'm going to use it later, right? This is an older book of Tim's with the sayings on it, Christmas sayings. And so, yeah, it's not sticky like it used to be. Something to be said for a million scraps, right? So yeah, I did get to talk to my son. I was saying it's also my grandson's birthday today. And I did the Tim Holtz class for 4 hours. Very fast paced, hard to keep up. Really, because I wasn't using the kit like I did last time. I used the kit and it was so much easier. This time I didn't buy the kit because I didn't want to do Halloween. I don't do Halloween crafts usually. I mean, I used to. Pumpkins and witches and all that, but I don't anymore because of the journaling thing. I just don't feel like anybody's going to buy a Halloween journal. I could be wrong. If I was making it for myself, maybe, you know, but I just didn't feel like there's anybody who would be interested in that. So I didn't make one. I didn't do the curio cabinet either. I just did that Christmas one. I got a little behind, so I need to finish it. And because I had to do different doors than they were doing, I was doing some different, I was using snow and a lot of sparkles that they weren't using because they were doing creepy. I was doing pretty. It almost looks like it needs lace or something down there. Of course, I went from something simple to something more, word complicated or something. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm looking for my favorite. I have a lace that golden white lace I love. I bought all I could get of it. Now I can't even find it. I don't know where I put it. I'm going to have to go searching. I could use this one though. Let me see if this will work. That's fancier than I wanted, but, or I could just use some, I know. Let's use some good old-fashioned rickrack. I'm going to keep this close by because I do want to make a couple of more. Let me see, where am I at in time? Someone made a funny comment about that. What do you mean you got to see what time it is? Well, if you watch the whole video, you'd know why I said that. I try to keep my videos at a certain length, or I don't. Or I don't at all. Here we go. Right behind me again. I really didn't have to go very far for it. Got some green rickrack. I've got the big jumbo stuff. I love this jumbo rickrack. Oh, it's hard to get anymore. I don't even know if you can get it. This is definitely vintage from my stash. I used to use it a lot on Christmas stockings. As to make fabric Christmas stockings. Probably got a few unfinished ones sitting in my box in my sewing studio. Yeah, we went looking for miniatures to put in my curio cabinet because it's a miniatures cabinet. And I was surprised what I found. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. I swallowed the wrong way. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think that's my asthma, but maybe there's something outside in the air, you know, that's bothering me. Hubby's cleaning the bathrooms today upstairs, so he's cleaning for me because I can't with these legs of mine. And one really bad shoulder, so I do vacuum my studio. That's about the only thing. So, well, I mean, I'll vacuum the house upstairs and the upstairs. I don't do it all the time, but if I feel like it needs it and he's busy and can't get to it or doesn't want to do it, then I will do it. But right now he's cleaning our bedroom and bathroom really good. So I can't say we do it often, but we do it. Usually I have to tell him, hey, we need something done here. Alrighty, there we go. So that's pretty. What do you guys think of that? I think that's pretty. I'm loving it. And, oh, the image. Yes, now this image is from Tailor Made Journals on Etsy, and it's her Christmas fairies. Let me stand up so you can see. Yeah, you can see the sparkly. Oh, can you see the sparkly net? I don't know if it's sparkling for you, but anyway. I mean, I could put something up there. Maybe another bit of music paper. Oh, do I want to add any paper up there? Well, maybe not with that on it. Yeah, it's taken me a half hour just to do this. But I'm decorating it start to finish, which you guys prefer to see. You want to see it decorated, so I'm giving you decorated. Now let's see, will that fit in there, or do I need to cut something off? I need to take a little bit off this side, just a bit. There we go. Yep. Yes, I snuffled again. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. I'm going to use that itty bitty bit. You never know. I'm warm today. It's cold out, but all of a sudden I got warm. Alrighty. Let me get this in here first. I like the little angel showing, so we're going to try to keep the angel there. And then what I like to do is just lift up and glue. So I'm not trying to get a gluey piece onto a bag and get it stuck, because you know how this art glitter glue is like immediate. Now, where'd my little scissors go? There they are. Yeah, there, I like that better. Instead of seeing that white bag, you've got this nice, so when you're tucking something in. Yep, I like that better. I feel like it's finished now. It just was unfinished like that, right? So that's one done. We could do the journal cards to match. I mean, I don't know. See, that's 5 by 7. I'd only want it to be 5 by maybe 6. And do 4.5 by 6. Sorry, I'm knocking stuff all over the floor. Let me see if that's going to be good. Okay. How wide is this? That's actually the width I need, so I'm just going to go 4.5 here. There we go. That's the height I want. So we've got a couple ready. I mean, I could also do that one if I really wanted to. All right, we can maybe come back and decorate those. I don't know if we will. I wanted to do a gold one. Desperately want to do a gold one. I've got images for all these bags that I pulled out. And I'm trying, I've got this star bag, so I was thinking maybe on this one, I would do this little star, I would do that little girl, I would do the star bag. Oh, did a terrible job there. Okay. Again, these are tailor-made journals, and I'm going to barely tip the corners. And she's going to be very golden. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do this, but I'm trying to decide if I want to come along and put gold around the edges. I don't know. Let's get the, oh, so we want to do this again. Where's my, oop, don't want to lose her. Where is my brush? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. We have our piece of paper. So let's do this again. And let's do, I kind of want it like a tattered angel. Like, I don't want it too white and bright. Yeah. That antiques up beautifully, I think. Okay. So push that off to the side. We want her on there, but I want a different, I want a different paper. I'm thinking I want this one because that's got the pretty little stuff at the top. I think that would be really pretty. So let's get, let's see if we can get this one started. I probably won't have time to finish it today, but because I really need to get your Saturday video made for you. And I want her to be, oh, that's going to be too wide. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut it down. It's too, now will that fit on there? No. Okay, I'm going to have to take some of this off. Oops. Okay, I like that. All right. Let's get some ink. Definitely want to age this up a bit, right? I don't want square corners, so I'm gonna give them a quick little 1/4 inch trim. Yeah, I could rip those corners, I guess. Okay, so we can put that on there. We have this beautiful little angel. And I want to add some, this is my vintage gold doilies I found in the garage. I think this is a single. Oh, I hope so. It's gotten pretty bent up, so I figured, well, and it's sort of ripped up, so I thought perfect one to use. So what I'm going to do is I don't want to cut through that part right there. So I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to see about what do I want to, where do I want to cut it, right? I can go right about here. Okay, I think I know where we're going with this, right? So, anyway, I was thinking I would just make some kind of journal card to put in there. It doesn't have to be anything exciting. You could put whatever you want in there. Because, I'm sorry, I just squirreled on you. Forgive me. But it just dawned on me, in case I don't get back to this, I wanted to talk to you about it. Yeah, I figured I would just do some kind of... journal card to go in there, and you know, we could do anything we want on it. We can cover it in paper, we could stamp on it. Maybe I'll do that as part of my Saturday video, is to make the journal cards that go in these. That might be fun. Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll do that. You know, maybe we'll do on the Saturday video, we'll do that plus a little something else I want to do. I don't know how much I'll have time for, but yeah, so there we go. Let's go back to this now. Let me, how close I am to the hour mark here. Got minutes to make I've got some time to make this one. A little bit. We're going to go a little over probably. I don't like the midweek ones to be an hour and a half. I know you guys are busy during the week. I know you have more time on the weekend. You've got Friday. Well, it goes up on Saturdays. You've got Saturday, Saturday night, Sunday, Sunday night, you know. And usually the whole next week to work on it if you want. If I'm not doing any other videos. But like I said, I'm going to try to get back to at least 2 videos a week. I was doing 4. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. But what happened is last Christmas I started doing Saturday videos because no one else was. Everybody kind of quit doing videos. So I thought, well, I'll fill in the gap, right? So I did that, and it was successful. You guys really liked having a Saturday video, so I kept it up all year. But I have to say that the Monday and Friday videos just were not getting the support for watching, comments, or likes. And then YouTube was sort of burying me, so I thought, oh, what is the point of that? Well, I really don't have a very big following on those days. So I kind of quit doing midweek videos completely. And I would like very much to go back to doing a few, but it requires more than just, you know, when you have over 7,000 followers and you only get a couple 100 following you, I mean, watching you, it's not great. And you don't get any likes, your likes are under 100, you know, then YouTube thinks, oh, they don't really like her videos, so they don't put me in the lineup. And you guys are not going to get to see my videos if that keeps happening. So we gotta, if you want to see me continue, it tells me too that you like my videos, you want to keep seeing them. So you all who watch them, if you liked the video, put a like on it. And that's going to help me out so incredibly much. It tells me personally that you like my videos, you want to keep seeing them, you want me to keep making them, you don't want me to quit making them. So that's really important. And just looking to see what I have in here. I guess if I had something different. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's pretty. Do we have that in the shop? We probably do. No, but I like the white one. I don't want to use the printed one. These are kind of small pieces. A little too small. Oh, what's that? Nope, not big enough. So yeah, when you put a like, when you take the time to tap that little like, it doesn't commit you to anything. You don't even have to be a subscriber to like the video. But if you're liking these videos and you want me to keep making them and you want me to make more of them, then please, please let us know by tapping that little like button, love button, like button, whatever you want to call it. And of course, your comments are just wonderful. Thank you so much. I love them. When you tell me that you're watching and that you like things and you're happy to see them, and that also helps me know that you want me to keep going, you know, because I don't want to make videos if people really don't want to watch them, you know, and if you're not enjoying them. So anyway, I had to put a little plug in there because I noticed a lot of other YouTube channels are doing the same. It's that time of year where YouTube's evaluating, and they've kind of been changing their algorithms. They're changing how they do things. So, you know, I want to make sure I'm still part of the whole, I want to make sure I'm part of the what's the conversation, I guess. Let's make sure I'm part of the conversation. And YouTube sees value in my videos, and you're telling them what's valuable to you. Plus, you're telling me, yeah, Laurette, we're thrilled you got out of bed to make a video for us. That makes a huge difference for me. I did add the netting behind there. I love it. Sparkle net. Yes, yes. I could have done snow. I didn't think about that. I should have probably done this white snow. Would have been pretty here. But I could put it behind the next thing I'm going to put on here, maybe. That might work. So I need to check something real quick. I keep hearing... Oh, my grandson wants to FaceTime with us for his birthday present. My husband's letting him know that, oh, she's doing a video right now. Sorry, dude. She's working. She's working. She can't stop what she's doing right this minute. So I will have to wind this up so I can go chat with my grandson. It is his special day, and I do want to let him know how important, oh, isn't that pretty? How important he is to me. Oh, they're having a conversation. So if you hear dinging, sorry about that. That's actually not on my phone. That's on my iPad, which is right behind me, which I always keep on because, you know, I do have grandkids that are in school and things can happen, and sometimes they need us in a hurry. So I want to make sure, you know, we're available if we need to go. I was thinking I wanted to put something here with an image, and I wanted some bling bling, but that's not blingy. That's gold, but it doesn't really... What about this one? No, that's gold too, but it's not the word Christmas. We could cut out a strip of that. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, was like something sparkly like that, and then put a picture on it. But let me see if I can get Merry Christmas off of here. Is that going to fit in there? Come on, you could do it. I know you can. Let's see. Oh. Yep. I know I have that gold pad. I know I must have this gold pad somewhere. Because I've got one of like every page of it, so I'm wondering if I do have it. See, that's got the... I was originally thinking that in a word, but we've got Christmas. So we do Christmas on here. I almost put that back. That would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Not. And then I want to do the corners real quick. A little light on the corners. Okay. Oh my goodness. Everybody wants you when you're making a video. No one wants you the rest of the day or all week. I haven't had anybody bother me for the last 6 days. Now today it's like, oh my goodness. Really? I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm playing with my friends. I'm at my friend's playing. I'm at my friend's house playing. Don't make me come in. I know, I'm being silly. Silly, silly, silly. I think this is white. I can never tell the white from the blue. Isn't that funny? I think that's white. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to find out. I love the snow mesh. We do sell this. We sell it in big pieces. I think. Good size pieces. Love the white mesh. Wonder why that's in there. That actually doesn't belong there. That goes somewhere else. Goes in my other box. I think because I was playing with something when that got pulled out. Oh, I don't need that much though. I want to make sure I see the snow around it. So I don't need it quite that big though. Yeah, Misty was super cute today. I was having my lunch, and because of my legs, I haven't been able to go downstairs much, so I usually have lunch in the library on a TV tray, sitting on my chair in the library. And so she comes in, and, you know, I know she's had her lunch, you know. Greg always tells me, hey, I fed him. Don't let him beg you while you're eating. And so she comes in, and she sees, oh, Mom's already done. Darn it. You know, I can't beg for much. But she climbs on she always as a kitten would climb on my lap when I was eating my lunch. So she sees me, and she climbs on my lap, and so I put her on there. And so as soon as I'm done, I pushed back, and she's headbutting me and loving on me. And so, you know, I put my arms around her, and I hug her and give her a big hug, and then I kiss her ears because she loves that. I've been doing that with her since she was a baby. Kiss her ears, and she just purrs so loud. She loves it when I kiss her ears and her cheek. Softly, I kind of do little tiny baby kisses, just so she knows I'm there. And I always tell her when I'm doing it, I love you, Mama loves you. And I always say the same thing at the same tone. So she knows, and she's come to know that means she feels my emotions from me. So she was my lunch companion today, and she was cuddling me and loving on me and purring. And I was like, baby, I got to go do a video. And she did not. She grabbed hold of me, hit me with her paw, like, where do you think you're going, lady? You're cuddling me. You're not allowed to leave. So cute. So cute. Loving on her mama. Yeah, I was eating dinner upstairs. I had a migraine the other day and couldn't go downstairs. So hubby brought my dinner up, and then I was sitting in the library eating, and that's too tiny. No. And so both she and Tommy come up and decide to have dinner with me, and they're both sitting there right next to me as I'm eating my dinner. I turn around, they're sitting side by side, and that's the only time they'll do it. Most of the time they fight. But they decided they were going to hang out with me while I had dinner, and I thought that was real sweet of them. I put that one on Facebook for those of you who follow me over there. And no, I was thinking I would put that up there, maybe. I know I have ribbon. Oh. If I put that pretty light sort of silvery gold ribbon, no. I've kind of gone over the top with the gold. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll do the gold. Yeah, maybe I'll do the gold. We'll finish this one up and we'll call it a video once we get it done. I've got so many pairs of scissors here again. You know, we're having a good time. Where did my little scissors go? Okay, where's my little scissors? Am I losing it? Oh, well. They're probably right in front of me. They usually are. I know Gail lost a pair the other day. She said they were right in front of her. They'd, I think, fallen onto the floor right next to her or something. And she was like, well, how did they get down there? Go figure. I don't know. I still think we have critters that invade our craft rooms and little gnomes that run around our craft room. Crafty elves. Somebody like that. I have a bit of a sore throat today. I think it's the weather, though. Always the weather change. My hubby and I always get sick this time of year. We're both trying really hard not to. It starts with allergies, and then they go crazy. right? No Fabri-Tac on your nails. I just did them. I've never used this color polish before. It's a new one I just got from Amazon. During Amazon days, they had my favorite nail polish on, the brand on sale for those Prime days. And so I went, oh gosh, let's try that new color. Where are my scissors? Did I knock them down? Sometimes I knock them down and don't even realize I've knocked them onto the floor. Okay. What happened? Where are they? Unless I picked them up with something. You know, I've done that too, where you pick your scissors up and you don't realize they were in a bundle of paper, and then all of a sudden you find it later and you're like, oh, how did they get there? Well, darn it. Okay. That's driving me crazy, guys. I don't know where my scissors went. Did you see me put them somewhere? Well, could I be any more frustrated? No. Okay, I'll use these. I like the littler blade. I mean, I like both blades. I like both pair of these scissors. These are like amazing. These are Tim Holtz. Oh, there they are. See? Told you, they're right in front of me. Knew if I pulled out a new pair of scissors, that would take care of it. This one's got a funny edge, so I may cover that. Uh-oh. So does this. Oops. Come on, you. Well, where I cut this, it's falling apart. It's old. Old, old, old. There. Let's see if we can get that. Otherwise, those bits are going to get ripped off. We're going to be ripping off our bits. That's not going to be comfortable. Isn't that sweet? I can add another image or another saying, but I kind of like it. Unless I find something about angels right there, I can't imagine we need to add anything else. Oh, what a mess I made. Boy, my desk is looking lovely. But you can tell I'm a crafted. So like I said on our Saturday video, we may make the cards that go inside along with another really fun project. So it's going to be multiple craft day. Couple different things I want to do. And I'm going to be using some CD covers. You know, the paper ones? We do carry those in the shop too. I'm going to be using the tiny ones. So let's see. This is the 2023. I want something that says angels. Do you think we have something that says angels? Oh, hear the angels sing. Huh. Isn't that funny? Ask and you shall receive. And I asked, and there it was. I was debating whether I want to put something gold behind that. It'd be easy for me to pick it up because I don't have it glued down yet. Yeah, you don't really see that there. Do I have gold paper? I don't know that I have gold. I mean, I have gold paper, but do I have gold paper? You know what I mean? Let me see what time it is. Someone says, why do you need to know what time it is? So I know how long the video is. Oh, you guys. I love you all, though. Even the ones who give me a hard time. I love you, too. All right. 1 minute. I need to shake these legs out anyway. All right. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, you can hear me go all the way across the studio, right? Okay, I have all this gold stuff. Scraps. And scraps are good for stuff like that. Which is why I keep them. Is because I know that at some point I'm going to need a scrap. Yeah, it was sticking, but not. Okay, let me see if I can cut that the way I want it. Is that gonna be wide enough? Tell me it is. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Yeah, I always keep these bits. I have the tiniest little heart punch in the world that I can use in the middle of that and cut out a cute little heart or star or whatever I want, you know. I've got some teeny tiny, and then I've got some that are from the Big Shot, you know, the die cuts. I've got tiny little die cut stars, which, oh, you know what I should do is cut some out to use for my things, right? Okay. And that's perfect because it's on music paper. So when you're saying, hear the angels sing, isn't that cute? Oh, don't you love it? She is just a sweet little angel, isn't she? I feel like I need something up there, but I don't know what. And I probably need something on the bottom, but I don't know what. So we'll let that go for now. But really, for all intents and purposes, it is done. I mean, we don't have to do anything else. So I think I don't think she needs anything else. The only other thing I was thinking we might want to use is, I just cut some gold snowflakes the other day. It's a lot of gold, but instead of putting something along the bottom here, maybe I could just put just do that, and that finishes off the bottom. And then we don't have to put anything up here. Maybe I'll just stamp something up there. Or, I don't know. I'll have to see what I have in my stash that I want to use, or I just leave it as it is. I mean, it doesn't have to be. Can just leave it like that, I guess. We can, right? We can. I probably won't clean up until after I post the video because I'm going to want to work on some other stuff here. I'll get this video posted right away today so you guys can see it. It should be seen on Wednesday. Fingers crossed, right? And I am thinking a pearl right in the middle of that. Do I have white pearls that aren't? No, I don't. Oh, what do I have in here? Do I have anything that's pearly? No, these are silver. Silver bottle, flat baubles. But I know I have tons of them somewhere. I just don't know where well, do I want to put a gold bauble? Oh, you know what I could put in there? Do I want to put a star? I have these little stars. Oh, here's a tiny little one. Come here, you. Come here. I know you. Come here. Yeah, I'll just put that star in the middle. Yeah, instead of a bauble. Okay. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. I am having so much fun. I could do this for hours, you guys, hours. But I want to get this video up for you. So I'm going to quit here. And I promise we will make something to go in these bags. So if you want to craft with me, you've got time to get hold of some of this stuff. Like I said, Jolene's got these bags and all of the netting and all of that in the shop. We've got white doilies. We've got, oh, isn't that pretty? Here, I'll stand up to show you. Isn't she pretty? Because the foil on the bag, see, they are foiled stars. And isn't that cute? You like that way that came out? I do. And then, you know, you can see the net behind her. I mean, it doesn't really catch on the camera, but that's okay. You know, we're all right with that. Now, where's that card I cut? Is this the card I cut? Yeah. So put that card in there. And then we'll have to do the cards to match, something different to go in there, right? Or the same or similar or something that goes with it. So there you have it. Today's crafting. Thank you for watching today and for coming along and hanging out with me and chit-chatting. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit a like. Please leave a comment. And if you are not a subscriber, please, please, please subscribe. I would truly appreciate that. I love you all. Hugs and kisses. Mwah. Bye-bye.